everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a great new year and you're getting back into the swing of things now. It's been 2 weeks since I posted a video. It has been a good Christmas. I have enjoyed the little break, but now everything's getting back into the swing of things and I'm back to filming. I didn't really know what to film for like my first video sort of back in a while because I feel a bit out of practice. So I thought something easy, chatty, simple would be really fun. So I'm going to do sort of a makeup look that I've just been doing quite a lot recently, trying some new products but also using some staples. I also got this yesterday. So this is the Morphe collaboration with Ariel. You know what I mean. I'm really bad with names, but I haven't tried it yet and I'm really excited about it. So I thought we could play around with some of the brushes today. I do also have the sponge, but I wet it, so now it doesn't fit in the slot anymore. So let's just jump straight into it. To start off, I'm going to take my trusty e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I've got quite a dent in this now. I just take some of my finger and rub it between my hands and I just sort of apply it to my whole face. There's no sort of method. I just chuck it right on. Okay, so now I'm all nice and red. I'm going to take something I haven't used on this channel before, but I've tried a bit recently. It's the L'Oreal True Match Nude Plumping Tinted Serum. Now it looks dark for me. I'm just really pale, especially on my face. And I actually recently got diagnosed anemic, so it sort of explains it. This is quite sheer and it should blend out okay, but the rest of my body is darker than sort of my face and chest. So this is the shade 2 to 3 light, and I just thought the 0.5 to 1 fair, which is a bit too fair for me. I could get it and mix, but yeah, I'm just gonna use that one. So apologies if it doesn't match and if that offends you, but yeah. I'm gonna take the A24 brush. I think it's the foundation one. It is so soft. It is amazing. Also, even though I'm really pale at the moment, my skin is doing so good. So that's why I'm okay with using sort of tinted serums at the moment instead of a full coverage foundation, because I feel like I can just get away with it a bit better now. So it's got a dropper, so I'm just gonna take one whole dropper, I think, on the brush and sort of put that over my whole face. It is dark for me, but it's fine. Oh, this brush is so soft. Oh my god, it feels like a dream. And bring it down my neck a bit to help with it being a different colour. See what I mean? I feel like even though it is just a shade too dark, I don't think it's that noticeable, especially when I've done the rest of my makeup. It does sort of just adjust to my skin colour. And another thing as well with winter makeup, I do get drier skin in winter. I think it's really important for me at least to do really hydrating makeup. And this is a very hydrating formula. Okay, so I was gonna go over this with a sponge, but this brush has done an amazing job at spreading that out with literally 0 streaks. So yeah, I think that has just given me a little bit more colour, a tiny bit of coverage and just a lovely glow. I think if I used the lighter shade, it would have just washed me out a little bit, whereas I do like that injection of colour and I don't think it's that obvious, especially when I do the rest of my face. So that brush is a win for me. See how smooth the texture of that is, and I think it does match my skin okay. So next I'm going to take the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is in Fair Warm. And I don't think I need to conceal a lot because that's the point of wearing a sort of low coverage foundation, is you're trying to keep that naturalness poking through. So I'm just gonna conceal in these areas, which does look like a lot now I've said that, but anyway. I just sort of want to brighten around my mouth and in the center of my face. I'm gonna use the sponge that came with it. Okay, I think that sponge has worked well and done its job. It does have like a sort of plasticky, silicone-y smell. I don't know. I don't really know what it's made of, but it's done its job and it is really soft and quite squidgy. So it's not revolutionary to me, but it definitely done the job and I do like having lots of sponges. But yeah, I'm really happy with how that base looks. I do have some scarring that I could cover up if I wanted to, but I don't really care. And I think for an everyday look, there's no reason to go so full coverage. But yeah, I am happy with how this is looking. and colour match is fine actually. I was really worried about it when I first put the product on, but instead of oxidizing, it's actually more gone lighter with my skin. It's strange because that could have been bad if it oxidized. Like, look at the colour difference, but it looks fine. I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in One Fair. We are so close to finishing this, and I'm so determined because I have a whole new one that I bought. I will finish this very soon, and it's very finely milled, so it's quite easy to finish. So I'm going to take the Morphe A14 brush, just swirl it around the edge where I can actually get some product, and I'm just going to sort of set around the eyes at the moment. Well, this brush is quite firm. I thought it'd be a little bit less dense. Yeah, I'm gonna run that through my eyebrows as well, and just sort of the center of the face a bit. I'm gonna use some cream products, so I don't want to go too overboard with the powder in some areas. I also don't like being shiny or having things crease a bit. So yeah, overall still a really nice brush, very soft. Maybe I'd have something a little bit less dense. Might do that over time, to be honest. It is brand new. Okay, so for some cream bronzer, I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out cream bronzer in Butter Biscuit. It's a really nice shade. It's a little bit cool toned. They do have one more cool tone, but this one is really lovely for winter skin, because a lot of my cream bronzers I've noticed are very orange, which I do like, especially in summer, but at the moment this is my go-to. I'm going to take the A58 brush. I think this is the cream contour brush, or like cream cheek, so I'm just going to coat that in the bronzer, and I guess just put it on. And I really work that into my hairline. Okay, it's coming off sort of quite natural. When I use my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, it's a bit more denser than this. It is a foundation brush. Well, that's built up a bit easier actually. These brushes are so soft and luxurious. They just feel that tiny bit better than standard Morphe brushes. I do like Morphe brushes, especially their sort of darker haired ones, you might be able to tell, because I use them quite a lot in my videos. Yeah, these feel amazing. I think this is building up really nicely, and it isn't disturbing my base at all, which we like. That's normally why I use stippling brushes for cream products a lot, because I find they're the most gentle to your base. I really like the shape of this actually for cream bronzer. Sort of fits into this part really well, and underneath my cheek. I'm gonna make sure to take it under my jawline a bit. Okay, I'm just gonna take that sponge and kind of stamp out the front of it, because I think I brought it a little bit too far forward. Just blend all the edges. Yeah, I think that looks perfect. That has added that slight definition, the slight warmth. It looks really nice. I'm also gonna do a little bit of powder bronzer, but before that, I'm gonna take some blush. I'm gonna take the MAC Glow Play brush. Oh, it's so hard to say. The MAC Glow Play blush in Grand. Such a pretty color, very fresh looking. It's like sort of a hybrid between cream and powder, so that's why I'm gonna do it before the powder bronzer. I'm gonna go back and take that A58. This blush does also work really well with your fingers, but I just don't really like using fingers in makeup. I don't like getting my hands dirty really, or dipping into products a lot. It just doesn't feel very hygienic, even though it's my own fingers. Once again, I'm just going to take that sponge sort of on the front and blend it out a bit. I do look a bit clown-like now, but when I do the rest of my face, it sort of pulls together a bit better. But that is a really fresh colour, and I love that. Like I said, I'm now going to take the powder version of the Fenty bronzer. This is in Shady Biz, and I'm just going to take that on the A3.2. It's a more tapered sort of brush. I would more go for like an angled. Oh, I really like that, how that sort of fans out as you use it. Just wanted to set down sort of the creams a bit, and I prefer to do that without actual powder. And whilst we're at it, I'm going to take the A11 brush in that same bronzer, sort of a big crease brush, and I'm just going to put that over sort of my whole eye and in the crease. Wow, this brush is really soft, and I think it's blending everything really easily. Like, that was really easy. So far, I'm really impressed with these brushes. I didn't think I wouldn't be. I did have high expectations just because of the reviews I've seen. A lot of people mentioned them in their 2021 favorites. My dad just called me and it made my phone stop recording. So where was I? Yes, okay, so I do really like these brushes, and I was most inclined to pick them up because I've seen everyone talk about them in their favorites, and so far I am not disappointed. And I think for a 12-piece brush set, which has face brushes as well that is this high quality. I think it's £95. I did get it for about 85, 86. I got 10% off, as you can easily get off of Morphe if you just find a code somewhere. I think that is a really good deal, and I think that's good value for money. I want to highlight, so I'm going to take MAC Soft and Gentle. There's really not a lot of this product left. Once again, I'm trying to use it up, and I'm just going to go back in with the same brush that I used for setting powder, the A14. I think it's the best size. Personally, I'll probably just use my other one, but I am determined to make a lot of use out of this brush set for this video, so I'm just going to swirl that in and apply it to the high points. Don't think I'd go for one as densely packed normally. I can't remember the brush that I normally use. I think it's Morphe as well, and it's that like sort of grey one with white bits on the end. Okay, so I literally saw this in my collection earlier today, and I wanted to give it a go because it gave me quite wintry vibes, and it's the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in Sailor. Let me see if I can get a swatch for you. It's this sort of champagne-y colour, but it has like this bluey purple reflect in it that is so pretty. You can't see it. That's so annoying. Maybe you'll be able to see it on my eyes. I'm just gonna sort of put this on the lid everywhere. It's like a bit of an icy look. Oh, you can really see that sort of blue and purple reflect in the mirror. I don't think you can. It's really not coming off. It looks so blue and purple to me. Oh, I think that catches the light so beautifully. I am going to warn you, definitely is more a very pale, sort of like this colour, blue purple reflect, sort of glitter in there. You can't see it at all, but trust me. So if you were going to buy that, do be aware, your eyes do look blue and purple. I'm just gonna keep building it up because I really like how it looks. I'm gonna go back in with that crease brush and just sort of blend the edges. I don't think it's very necessary with this shade. Just gonna do it anyway. Okay, this is something I'm excited to try. I got the Patrick Tarte Major Volume Mascara. This is the first time I'm using it, so it's nice and fresh. It's a very standard sort of shape wand. It's not too fluffy or too thin. It just looks like a normal wand. Let's apply. Weird to say, but the wand, oh my god, weird to say, but the wand is quite hard. Like, it sort of scratches my eye. Really just ignore that bit on my face, but this is it with just one coat. I think it has done a really good job at lengthening. Let me do another coat just before I critique anything on the volume. It's called Major Volume, so I did expect it to build up a bit quicker than it has. I've got myself in a right mess doing this. I think it's the wand, it's very spiky, so I've got a little bit under here as well. I'm just gonna let it dry for a bit and I'll clear it up. But my thoughts is it is lengthening in a way. I wouldn't say it is major volume. There is volume. With two coats, it sort of is like normal mascara. If it wears well, I would enjoy using this. I think it looks nice. It was really easy to build up. I think it has given me volume without clumping. If I did another coat, I think I would clump. So eyebrow time, I'm gonna take my trusty NYX micro brow pencil in taupe, and I'm just gonna brush that through my eyebrows like I normally do. Nothing too crazy. They just added a little bit more shape and structure to them. I'm now going to take the Refi Brow Sculpt. I'm still like on the fence about this. I am still using it because I'm going to use the whole thing. But yeah, I am very careful with how much I put in because I don't want to get flakes. And I very much recommend taking the lid off and using this to sort of brush them through. That helps with the clumps a lot as well. I do think it holds them quite well though. I do look in the mirror after a while and go, okay, so my eyebrows are still being held up, which is good, we like that. So what I'm about to do is not very simple every day of me, but it is something I have been doing a lot recently and I wanted to share with you. I have this lip combo, which I am adoring at the moment. And if you don't want to do a full lip combo for an everyday look, I don't blame you. Just throw on a lip balm or Vaseline or a lipstick. Personally, I really like the NARS Afterglow lip balms at the moment if I don't want to do this. For the purpose of the video, I am going to show you my favourite lip combo at the moment. So here you go. So first, I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude. So creamy, so pigmented, easy to use, and it is like the perfect nude colour. Gosh, it's so nice. I don't know what's got into me. I never really used to be a lip focused girl, but in the last few months, I live and breathe lip products, basically. I try to overline a tiny amount, but to be honest, I don't really know how to do it and make it look natural. And I don't have the thinnest lips in the world, so it's not something I'm insecure about anyway. At most, I sort of overline the bottom lip because I think that looks really nice and it's quite easy to do. So next is MAC Honey Love, which I have actually used for a while now and I'm getting low on it. It's still got a lot of product, but I'm working my way through this and I've never finished a lipstick before, but I think it could be this one that I will. It complements that lip perfectly. It's a tiny bit lighter and it is a matte lipstick, but it's still got this element of creaminess, which I really like. It just isn't glossy. I'm just gonna take my finger and sort of blend the edges a little bit, but it doesn't really matter because I'm about to take NYX Butter Gloss in Fortune Cookie. And I sort of just put that in the middle because it's really light. And yeah, that is my lip combo. I think it is so pretty and I just feel so put together. And yes, I live and breathe this lip combo at the moment. I think it's really flattering on my very pale skin tone at the moment. So yeah. Last but not least, setting spray. This is very new to me, but I'm enjoying it so far. It's the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. One, colour is stunning. I love it. But there's just something in this which I think I actually know what it was. It was on the box. Something like algae, aloe vera. It makes your makeup look so smooth and it really holds it well. I never really thought of diving into the Hydro Grip range. I've always seen the primer and been interested by it, but I was on the hunt for a new setting spray as I'm running low on all of them, to be honest. And I saw this and thought I'd grab it. I now want to try everything. I really want to try the Hydro Grip primer now, especially now I'm getting more into primers. Now I've used the e.l.f. one. Give it a shake because it does separate with the green and blue. So do give it a really good shake. And don't worry, you don't go green. And I did actually use this as a refresh spray the other day and it was so good for that as well. Like, it makes my makeup look so freshly applied that when I saw my boyfriend, he saw my makeup and he thought I just put on a full face. I've been wearing it for 8 hours. Like, it holds your makeup so well. Well, it's already separating again, you can see here. Okay, so some final thoughts I thought I might as well include. This brush set, I'm so happy with. Really great purchase. I haven't bought some new brushes in a while, so I'm very happy with that. The new things that you haven't seen me use before. This foundation, I'm really enjoying. There's a problem with the shade match at all, so if you're worried about being in between, what do you prefer? Do you like looking sort of tanned a bit? Then don't be afraid of going up a shade if it's not too out of your shade range, because it worked for me. This lip combo, yes, so I love it so much. The mascara, it's holding up well. I'll let you know in a future video if I like it, if it's not flaky and smudgy. If it doesn't flake and smudge, I will enjoy this and use it a bit more. But yeah, the setting spray, like I just said, love this stuff so far. Hasn't failed me and makes my makeup just look so fresh for hours after I've worn it. And if you're someone that likes to refresh your makeup with a setting spray, it's perfect for that too. But yeah, this is the finished look. It's glowy, easy, simple. It does make me feel confident and it is perfect for winter because I'm lovely and hydrated and I don't look like a pale ghost. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I hope to see you again in the next one. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe for future videos. We hit 100 subscribers, which is really exciting because it was over sort of Christmas time, so I haven't been posting as much, but now I'm really excited to get back into it and see where this channel goes. If you'd like to check me out on Instagram, it's time to put my face on. I just post makeup there, reviews, swatches. It's really fun. Did reach 2,000 followers the other day as well. So it's been a good month for time to put my face on. Already started 2022 off with a bang. I hope you stick around and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.